Hey, what's up? Tim Sykes here. I've made nearly $8 million as a trader. I've mentored over 50 plus millionaire students. It's actually closer to 100, but some people don't want to be public. Long story short, I can tell within the first 5 minutes of the open whether a trader and a student did their homework or not, okay? The ones who don't do their homework, they make the same mistakes. They're reacting to plays instead of being prepared and executing. They're chasing instead of waiting. And almost every time it traces back to one thing. They have no real process or preparation before the market open. They just show up and they hope. That's not a path to success. I've literally spent 25 years building, refining, optimizing a pre-market routine that my millionaire students and I now use every single day that gives us better odds of success. So what I'm going to show you right now isn't a checklist of 20, 50, 100 things. It's the exact sequence that I run through every morning, and it's easier than you might think. By the end of this video, you'll know precisely what to do before you ever place a trade, before you risk your hard-earned money at the open on any trade on a given day. In the morning, I'm always waking up and I'm scanning the biggest percent gainers first, not for the news. Most traders start their day by reading the financial news, checking social media, watching CNBC. That is the wrong way to think about it. News tells you what has already happened. The percent gainer list tells you what the market is actually reacting to right now, okay? Those are two completely different things. I'm interested in what the market cares about, not what the news media thinks about. Every morning, the first thing I pull up are the biggest percent gainers on stocks to trade pre-market. I want to see which stocks are moving, how much they're moving, and whether the move has any serious volume behind it, how much of the stock is trading. A stock up 40% pre-market that has traded 10 million shares, that's very different than a stock that's up 40%, but maybe only 50 or 100,000 shares. I want there to be a lot of activity, volatility, and liquidity because volume confirms that the move is real and that the day traders are already involved. So it becomes a predictable process and pattern for me. If there's no stocks that are up big with big real volume, that tells me today might not be a day to trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. You know, for me, I'm always looking for these big percent gainers. And if there's not a big percent gainer or if the big percent gainers are weak, I'm okay with not trading. You don't have to be dependent on trading all the time. Wait for the best trades and setups to come to you. Do not be chasing. Do not be desperate for a trade. Okay? So for me, this single step, looking for big percent gainers, looking for big volume, it eliminates an entire category of bad trades. The ones where you trade a stock simply because you heard about it somewhere, you want to trade, not because the market is actually giving you a solid opportunity. So if any of this is already clicking for you and you want to know exactly where your trading process is, where you are in your journey, I built a free quiz that tells you precisely that. This isn't general advice. This isn't something that's just like sugar-coated BS. This is all about your specific situation. What is holding you back from success and what do you need to fix first? What do you need to focus on? So this quiz will just take you 2 minutes. 20 minutes for preparation for your watch list building, 2 minutes for this quiz. Put in the time when the market is closed, whenever you hear me say this. I don't care what time of day or what time of night it is. The link is in the description. Learn about where you are in your journey. Now, number 2, I always do look at what the news is, the catalyst, and what the float is before I touch a trade, okay? Once I have my list of stocks moving with real volume, with big percent gainers, I don't go straight to the chart. Before I look at the price action, I need to answer 2 questions. Why is the stock moving? And how many shares exist? What's the potential supply? The why is the catalyst. Is there news driving the move? An FDA approval, an earnings win, a big partnership agreement? Is it a hot sector run? Okay. Stocks that move without a clear catalyst are unpredictable. So I try to avoid them. I want to know why is the stock moving? Then I can reference it from my, history. Understand that I'm always looking for stocks to trade breaking news, plus volume, plus predictable patterns. This is my 3-part filter for the best trades. This is how I get the odds on my side. So what is the float? This is how many shares are available to trade, the free trading amount of shares, not restricted shares, okay? Ideally, I want low float stocks that have 500,000, a million, 5 million shares available, and they're trading 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, because when the float is low and the volume is high, you get float rotation. That creates explosive move possibilities. If there's, let's say, 3 times the rotation and the stock doesn't have enough supply, when somebody tries to buy it, then the price has to go up because there's not enough supply. It's supply and demand. So for me, I want a real catalyst, low float, ideally big volume and big percent gainers. That gets it on my watch list. If it doesn't, it comes off my watch list. By the end of these steps, I have a short list of 1, 3, sometimes 5 stocks that actually deserve my attention. Not 20, not 30, not 50, usually 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Also, I want to know my levels ahead of time, okay? So I want to know where support and resistance is on every single trade. Once I know which stocks I'm watching and why, I map out 2 things before the market opens. Where will I potentially get in if there's a breakout or if there's a dip buy opportunity where there's support? And what will I get out if I'm wrong? What if the breakout fails? What if the support, fails? Just because a stock is dipping doesn't mean that it necessarily has to bounce. Just because a stock looks like it's breaking out doesn't necessarily mean that it has to continue to break out. There's many fake out breakouts, and you don't want to try to catch a falling knife. So for me, the entry is based on a pattern. For a morning spike, I'm looking at the pre-market high. I'm looking at the 2-day high. I want to know where the different highs are because the highs pop up on different traders' scanners. If the stock breaks that key level or multiple key levels with big volume near the open, then that is my trigger to buy. I also, sometimes wait a few minutes because right at 9:30 a.m., it can get very clunky. You might get a fake out breakout and then a hard push down. But for me, the exit price is non-negotiable. Okay. I decide before the market open, how much am I willing to lose on this trade? For most setups, that might be 1, 2, 3, 5% max. I don't want to risk losing 10% or 20% or 50%. Okay. There's no debate. There's no holding and hoping. This is the key. You must be disciplined if you want to be a successful trader. The traders who break this rule are the ones who let a small potential loss turn into a big potential disaster because they hold through it. They convince themselves it will bounce. And guess what? Sometimes it does come back and they're like, haha, I didn't have to cut losses. I'm not interested in what could happen. I'm interested in protecting my account and myself. Discipline is key. So having your levels, knowing the levels before the market open removes every in-the-moment emotional decision from that trade. Many traders trade emotionally. You don't want that, okay? You're not thinking near the market open. You're not thinking when it gets emotional. You can't really think and plan when the plays are moving so fast. So you have to plan ahead of time, and then you execute that plan with a clear head. The market open is the most emotionally charged moment of the trading day. The traders who survive that chaos are the ones who already know what they're doing. They know the levels ahead of time. Combining that with the first 2 steps, your entire pre-market routine is 20 minutes or less. You don't have to wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and plan for 2 or 3 hours. Unless you want to trade pre-market, that's fine. But 20 minutes of preparation eliminates so many reactive trades, emotional trades, catalyst-free trades, low odds trades where you don't have an exit plan, where you don't know your entry, where frankly, you're disorganized. Most traders are disorganized. You might have heard the stat. I say it a lot. 90% of traders lose. It's not because trading is impossible. It's not because this is so tough. It's because many traders don't have a proper foundation. They don't have proper risk management. This is why I teach, because I get so many boneheaded mistakes from good people who deserve more money, but they're not trading properly. They're not preparing properly. So 3 steps every single morning, no exceptions, ideally before the market open. Okay. Do not risk your hard-earned money if you do not have preparation. Say that. Leave a comment below. Say, I will not risk my hard-earned money with a lack of preparation. I know that's a mouthful, but say it out loud, type it, repeat it, text it to your friends. I will not risk my hard-earned money without preparation. Look, I just walked you through the exact 3 steps that I run every single morning before I place a single trade. I want to know all of this before I risk my hard-earned money. That gives me a leg up. People ask, how have I made millions of dollars? Preparation, execution, discipline. I still can lose on any trade, but I have better odds of success because of my rules and because of my planning. So 20 minutes of preparation, this eliminates the majority of bad trades before they ever happen, and they help you become a well-oiled machine. But here's the thing, knowing the routine and actually building it into your trading are 2 different things. Most traders watch a video like this, maybe you're nodding your head right now, but then you go right back to doing what you do at the open with no real plan because you don't want to put in the time and effort. Because frankly, this is annoying, especially if you wake up with, let's say, 5 minutes before the market open and you're like, I know, Tim, I know, but I just want to trade. No. Okay? If you want to know exactly where your process is breaking down right now as a trader, I can't encourage you enough to take the free quiz in the description. It's 2 minutes. It will show you specifically what is holding you back as a trader and what to fix first. I want more millionaire students. I've been doing this 25 plus years now. I have 50 plus millionaire students, okay? All of this is experience that I built into this quiz for you. So if you want to go deeper on why most traders never get consistently profitable, you have to take the quiz, you have to study, and I encourage you to watch this next video too, because I break down 3 specific shifts that change everything. It's right there on your screen right now. I want you to learn this stuff. I want you to become a master. I want you to become a millionaire student. Click some links below, take the quiz, learn about where you are as a trader, take this preparatory plan to your grave every single day. Do this and leave a comment. Tell me if you're going to be disciplined. Tell me if you promise not to risk your hard-earned money without the proper preparation. Do it.